Let's bring in Romain, a senior expert at the Global Initiative Against Transnational Organised Crime, and joins us now from Paris. Mr. Cour, good to have you with us on the programme. I mean, as far as you're concerned, you just left the island a few days ago. I think it was last week. What was the situation like then?
Hi, good afternoon. The situation was extremely concerning. Number of days after the start of the attacks on February 29th by the coalition of the gangs, people were scared, of course, of the violence, leaving their houses if they can, looking for food, as you were mentioning, and extremely worried about the future. And the situation has not been completely improving, to be honest.
Can I just get your opinion on what you think about this transitional council, whether it can be formed with the politicians that are still around, or is civil society well organised enough to be able to be spoken to about a transitional council?
I think civil society and the Haitian political class, including public and private sectors, are quite well organized. The main challenge is that within the people that have been involved in the Transitional Council, the different proposals, you have people that have been fighting each other politically, but not only, for the past years. The main challenge right now is having them actually working together with the same goal, the same objective, on the same track, to actually set up a presidential committee and a transitional council. The main challenge is actually having them collaborate with each other, something that might have been overlooked, to be honest, by the international community. The level of conflict is extremely high within the political class.
I'm just wondering whether we have now the formation or the start of a sort of chicken and egg situation, because Kenya have postponed their arrival of a police force until a council is in place. It seems a sensible decision. Foreign boots on the ground without a Haitian government mandate could be problematic, couldn't it? And you can't have one without the other.
Absolutely. I think Kenya's stance is quite understandable. They need a counterpart. They need an institutional counterpart to actually implement any decision and to launch the operation. I think right now, again, the pressure has been put on the Haitian coalition proposals. The number of names are on the table. The main challenge is for them to actually agree on the plan, something that again could take hours, maybe days. And in the meantime, you have the relationship with the gangs, you have the negotiations, informal but ongoing with the gangs, and you have the ties between the gangs and the Haitian elites, for sure.
There is this conversation that's been happening, certainly in Haiti, and then we heard a reaction from Jamaica when sort of the regional politicians got together over the weekend, that the gangs say they want to say in the formation of that transitional government or committee, or however they want to label it. The international community have said, no way, it's not going to happen. What do you think is going to happen there?
I think you have probably two parallel dynamics that are in place. The first one is the fact that gangs in Haiti, again, are not autonomous forces. They're connected to the private sector and the public sector in many ways. Mainly through power brokers. Some of them have been very, very vocal around the past days. So you have connections, you have dialogues, you have confrontations, you have collusion between, again, the private and the public sector and the gangs. So you have ongoing discussions, for sure. They're informal, they're not official, and no one wants to claim that they're having them except Guy Philippe. That is probably one of the main power brokers between the two different worlds, the gangs and the formal sector. And then you have, of course, the official procedure that has been opened by the Haitian coalition proposals and the CARICOM under Jamaica leadership over the past days. And those official tracks cannot afford to actually have gangs on the table, and gangs sitting at a negotiation table with a political representation, for sure. But you have those two worlds that unfortunately run parallel, but they both have an important and very important weight in the discussion. And unfortunately, the reality is that gangs have a weight in politics in Haiti.
It will be interesting to see how they do or do not get involved in the coming days as those negotiations continue. For the moment, Romain, thanks for joining us in Paris.
Thank you.